Same ideas of the converting, and we're going to apply them to the English system. And these are the ones that we're used to using. So we're going to say that 1 yard is the same thing as 3 feet. And these are ones that you just need to know because these are the units that you're going to be teaching mainly. I'm going to add one up here. 1 yard is also equal to 36 inches. A foot is equal to 12 inches. Now, these came about because way back when we used to have kings, they would actually measure their foot and see how long it was. And every time you got a new king, you had to get a new foot, and the definition of a foot changed. People got really tired of that even when we had kings in our society. So they actually set a foot to be 12 inches, even while we had kings still going on. That got old, changing them all the time. A mile is a little less known. It's 1,760 yards. Or we also could say that's 5,280 feet. Now some of these I can get from each other. So like if a foot is 12 inches and 3 feet are a yard, 12 times 3 gives me that 36. Same thing for the mile. If I know there are this many yards, times 3, because there's 3 feet in a yard, tells me how many feet are in a mile. Now all my work with big and small is going to stay the same. So big to small is multiply. Small to big is divide. So looking at my problem here, there's like some weird typo thing going on here. So let's just cross this thing out. And let's see how many, let's say 73 yards. Well, that's a bad yards. Is equal to how many feet. Now, yards are bigger than a foot. A yardstick, you need to be thinking, it's not the same thing, but it's similar to a meter. A foot would be closer to a decimeter. So my yards are bigger and feet are smaller. So I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to multiply my work for this one. I would show 73 times, and there are 3 feet in a yard, so 73 times 3. I can't do that counting by place value thing, not anymore. I just have to have this memorized down there, and that's going to give me 219. All right, I'm going to skip down here. Well, I'll look at this B right here, one with the miles. So yards now is actually my smaller unit because a yard is smaller than a mile. So I'm going to do small to big. So that means I'm going to divide. So I would do 8,432 divided by, there are 1,760 miles in a yard. So that's going to be equal to, and let's just say we're going to round to 2 decimal places, so 4.79. And I'll tell you how many decimal places to round to. If you want to see this written out with kind of the more common division sign than what my computer is going to give us, we would say it was divided by 1,760. And so that would give me, like I said, we'll say 2 decimal places. You have to worry about rounding with the English system. With the metric system, we don't have to tell you how much to round to because they're all going to give us nice, pretty exact answers because it is base 10 because we created it that way. All right, so for this last one, pause the video and give it a shot and then come back to me. So inches to yards, this is going to be my small unit. This is going to be my big unit, so I'm going to divide again. So it'll be 64 divided by, there are 36 inches in a yard, so divided by 36. And again, we'll round to 2 decimal places, so we'll get 1.78 if we round to 2 decimal places. If you wrote it out with the more traditional division sign, give me that, and I would get 1.78. Now I'm going to give us one extra little thinking problem here. So let me type it up first. So if we were going to convert from decimeters to hectometers. So again, remember the DM is decimeter. So I'm going to give you some choices. So choice A, should we multiply by 100? Choice B, should we divide by 1,000? Should we, choice C, should we multiply by 1,000? Or choice D, should we divide by 100? So to decide what you want to do, how you're actually going to convert from decimeters to hectometers. So it's one of these choices. Which computation should we do? I'll let you pause and think about that for a second. All right, hopefully you thought about it. Decimeters to hectometers. Decimeters are smaller than hectometers. So we're going from small to big. So we're going to divide. So I know it's either B or D. I'm actually going to scroll a little bit here. Decimeters to hectometers. My place values, tens, hundreds, thousands. So it is going to be divide by 1,000.